This is the Great Legend, and I'm coming at you live tonight with a Trilogy's Comic Corner auction, unfreaking believable unboxing, baby. Coming at you live tonight with Trilogy's Comic Corner, an auction unboxing. Now, Trilogy is one of the coolest, nicest dudes you're ever going to meet here in the YouTube land, man. As far as the comic book community go, you know, a lot of people can learn a thing or two about a thing or two from Trilogy. Great guy. I know him as Steven, and a lot of you know him as Trilogy. And Trilogy's Comic Corner is one of the most phenomenal, greatest YouTube channels that you're ever gonna see. And you're only gonna find it with Trilo freaking G. Let me drag and drop just like how I do it here on the Great Legend Show and move some windows around here. And we're going to take a look at Trilogy's Comic Corner. So, oh, wait a minute. Where's the love at? First, let's check the chat, because I know the chat, like I always tell everyone that wants to have a successful live show, I tell them the chat is where it's at. And if you ain't respecting the chat, they don't respect you back. So here we go. The chat is here. Cat Ren Figures is first live tonight here in the chat room on the Great Legend Show. Second up, Maverick freaking Freelance Legendary. Tats Comics is third up in here. Tiny Walker's in the house, man. So it's good to see Tiny, the brother of Kyle Walker. Tiny's the other Prince of New Zealand. If y'all didn't know, now you know, man. Tiny got an awesome Star Wars collection. Now, I need to get back into those off airs, but man, my own back, even though I got a computer chair, you can kind of see it. Sometimes my back still just gets sore. It's the way it is, man. The way it is. Next up in line, we got Reaper Tate 728. Man, last night, me and Reaper, we did our own off air, man. Just hanging out, two dudes, shooting the breeze together, shooting the breeze and eating the nacho cheese. Nah, man, we got Reaper Tate. Anthony, it's good to see you here tonight. We got a dude that's been here with me since 2011. Man, this guy is a brother. His name, Mr. Gretzky 996 freaking 6. Only 2 6s. None of that damn 666. We're going to talk about that tomorrow night on the Great Legend Show. Next up, we got one of my favorite YouTubers, one of my favorite Blasted or Stash It members. And I'm talking, he can press with the best, and I'm talking Midwest Comic Man is here tonight. Midwest, Paul, it's great to see Paul. I miss Paul. I got to start sending Paul some little more chats during the day. All right. So we're going to get started. Hey, there's Kelly, Bubba's List. All right. And guess, now hear me out. I know I've got some prizes to send out, but I'm still getting a couple of addresses down. But the prizes are going to be going out soon. We're actually going to be sending off, let's see, 2 prizes for sure will be in the mail tomorrow. And then the other one's most likely Saturday, because I got to get them mailed, because Legends Live Auction is coming August 5th, 10 p.m. Central, 11 p.m. Eastern. So I got to get some stuff done, because I've got more stuff that's going to be getting mailed out soon, like New 52, Green Lantern, and I try to find as many issues as I can, and someone's not going to get all the issues, but maybe they're at least going to get, they're going to be taking home issue 0 to issue 30 of Green Lantern New 52. And a lot of those are going to be your Jeff Lemire, which that was when it was good. The Outsiders War, woo, damn good reading. Only read once, packed away in Mylar. I always go with the Near Mint 9.4. So if you want to get the Green Arrow, I hope I didn't say Green Lantern. It's nothing Green Lantern. Green Arrow, Oliver Queen, 0 through 30. Watch the Great Legend Show August 5th. You know how I roll with that low starting bid, right? Starting bid's going to be $1. And I'm even eating the shipping. That's how we roll with it. All right, so we got some good action in the chat. So I thank y'all so much Bubba's List. Kelly, it's good to see you, man. All right, we're going to get back into this. Now, I'm going to show you, if you look in the links down below in the video description, we got them up live. As I'm talking, you can start on walking, clicking on some links. Now, make sure you right-click and open link in a new tab because you don't want to miss the show. We're going to go on and we're going to be taking a look at Trilogy's Comic Corner. Now, that's not Trilogy's Comic Corner. That's the Great Legend Show's stream. But this is Trilogy's Comic Corner right here. Now, this guy here, that's old Trilogy right there, and he's got a little announcement for the Trilogy's Comic Corner auction. So, this was the last video he did on his channel. And you know, it was 1 month ago, but he was letting people know about his auction channel. Now, he doesn't update his YouTube page as much as he should, but that shouldn't take away from anything. Go ahead and subscribe anyway. He has a lot of awesome hauls on here. He has comic book escapades. Man, he's got it all, and you can see it here on Trilogy's Comic Corner. Look at these awesome videos. He has his lovely wife, Heather, on there. She's the one that gets him all the views. Okay, he don't get many views. It's Heather that gets the views, and also Heather is nice enough to do a lot of the publicity for Trilogy's Comic Corner. Okay, she also hosts the auction, while Trilogy does a lot of the behind the scenes of the auction, but she's actually the host of the auction, so a lot more people are watching it for that reason as well. Hey, Trilogy, man, brother Steven, it is what it is. You put the wife first. You know, if you got to go, what's the line, Paul? All of us hubbies, Reaper knows this one. Happy wife, happy life. You know, you got to keep the lady happy. Mark, BKR from Cat Ren Figures, he knows what it's all about. I don't know if they're married yet, but I think they are. But you got to keep the wife happy. Okay. Now, the next link in the video description below is Trilogy's Comic Corner on Facebook. Now, this is the one you want to go to because you want to make sure you follow this page. Now, let me see. I'm going to go ahead and like the page because I haven't even liked the page. So I'm going to like the page. And I am going... Okay, I'm already following the page because I liked the page, okay? I don't want to see any of these suggestions. So, come to this page, facebook.com/Trilogy SCC. Trilogies CC, okay? And that's facebook.com Trilogies CC. Also known as hashtag TCC for short. There's my boy Anthony down there. All right, so got my chats going on at the same time. You know how I roll with it. Always willing. What is it, Kelly? Ready, willing, and I'm Gable. Okay, I'm always ready, willing, and Gable to talk to people here on Facebook.com. If you ever need to message me, let me know. You can message me from this page right here, the Great Legend Show Facebook page, which is a really cool page. But we're not talking about the Great Legend Show page tonight. We're talking about Trilogy's Comic Corner on Facebook. Okay, so we're going to take a look at this page. So just on July 31st, he lets you know all the news, what's coming up. You know, he says, hey, TCC fans, just want to let you know, guys, we'll be shipping your books out first thing tomorrow. Due to an unforeseen circumstance, we're not able to send the box out today, but I want to give a shout out to our local post office for doing their best. I hope that you guys can continue to be patient with us. So what I'm trying to say is I'm not going to go over the whole thing. If you ever have any questions, you can post your questions on Trilogy's Comic Corner on Facebook. It's at Trilogy CC. And he also lets you know when the books are going to be shipping out. He lets you know when the auction is going to be. I think he's going to start doing twice a month on the auctions. Now, Trilogy's Comic Corner, this is a comic book store out of Irving, Texas, home-based, but they do auctions twice a month. They go to a lot of comic book shops. They look for some of the best deals out there, and in return, they give you some of the best deals you're ever going to find on Facebook live auctions. There's a lot of live auctions out there, and some of them get kind of crazy kind of quick. I mean, they get kind of out of hand, But with Heather and Steven tag teaming it with Trilogy's Comic Corner, man, anything and everything is possible with these two people because they're good-hearted folks. They're honest. I have nothing but 100% respect for them. And I got to meet both of them at Dallas Fan Expo 2017, and it was one of the best days of my life. Not only did I get to meet Biff Tannen in the flesh, Tom Wilson. I got to meet Tom Wilson and Adam West. I got to meet Trinity Superhero Cinema, Aim High Comics, but I also got to meet Splash Page Comics. Not to mention Steven and Heather. Like I already said, I met them, but one of the best days of my life was that Saturday when I got to meet them live in the flesh, and just great folks. I got to talk to them. I wish I could have talked to them a little bit more, but you know, you get pulled in all kind of directions when you go to a con. But anyway, let me scroll on down. Let's check out some of these photos of some of the stuff that he's been putting up. Look at that. A Tomb of Dracula, number 10, a 5.5. An Avengers 57, First Vision, a 6.0. Uncanny X-Men 266. I don't really know what book that is. Maybe Gambit. Not really sure. Tales of Suspense 48, another one I don't know. I don't... See, he knows so much about all these books. I don't know too much about them. But anyway, awesome books. You know, CGC graded, PGXs, CBCS, whatever you're looking for, whatever you desire, he's got them, and he can show you something. Let's go. What else we got up in here? Woo, Fantastic Four 21, 6.5. That's a good book. Oh, look at that down there, speculators. Look what y'all missed out on. This was back on the July 3rd auction. That was a Amazing Spider-Man 361, 9.6, man. A lot of good books here. So, high grade, some mid-grade. You know, there's an Infinity Gauntlet, the whole set, 1 through 6, complete series, $75. And you know what? I think that went for extremely lower than that price. Look at all those Deadpools. I know a lot of you out there on the Blast or Stash It Facebook page, y'all been getting a lot of Deadpools. Why you're getting a lot of Deadpools? I honestly don't have a fucking clue. But, you know, you collect what you like. You love what you collect. That's what Hippies Collectibles has always said. You want to collect that stuff? You know, it's cool. Yeah, you know. There it is, the Hate Monger. I think that is Adolf Hitler's first Silver Age comic book appearance. I'm not quite sure on that, but... it's got Hitler, and it has Sergeant Nick Fury pre-eye patch. So, I mean, he was, look, a signed book right there. I don't know my X-Men like the Wakas. Dark Knight Returns, number 1, classic cover. I mean, I can go on and on and on about some of the things he sells on there. Like I said, you know, the more you buy from Trilogy's Comic Corner, you actually save on shipping. And he ships very fast as well. Let's look at some of these reviews. He's got 8 reviews, and I want to share these reviews with you. And I don't want to keep you long or anything, but I do want to share some of these reviews. Y'all have heard of this guy, Frank, right? I think this is Punisher 88. All I gotta say is this place, us, the hottest new joint in town. And I dig, man. So that dude, he loves it. Joe Sanchez. Holy crap. Best prices, best grades on Facebook. This guy is a super fast shipper. Best communication, always willing to go that extra mile and throw in extras with your winnings. I can't believe there is someone out there like this guy who's doing such great work for the community of comics. Phil Pierce. TCC is amazing. Quick shipping, packed up beautifully, and all the comics were bagged and boarded with new supplies. Not like a lot that send them in the vintage bag they were put in 1968, LOL. Maybe an awesome price for some Iron Man comics. Highly recommend. So, 8 reviews, all 5-star rating, you know. And, you know, if he's lucky, the Great Legend just don't drop 5 stars for nobody. But if I find that the packaging is great, well, I can already tell you the auction was hosted by one of the best. I'm talking about Mrs. Trilogy. Mr. Trilogy, he's pretty good too. I mean, I'm running out of things to say, but I may drop them a $5. I may drop them a cinco estrella. Or is it estrella de cinco? Yeah, they always do stuff backwards in Espanol. So it's como se dice... Cinco de estrellas. Yeah, we'll go with that. That sounds good enough. Alright, so let's go back one. And I want to show you some of the shipping prices. And these are all Facebook Live, so you can watch the rewind of this. So here we go.
And we're live.
There's the shipping cost right there. I know it's sideways, but you know it was flipped shortly. Let's see.
Comments.
There we go. Let me pause it right there. So if you do 1 to 3 books, it's $6.50 shipping. 4 to 9 books is $8. 10 and up, $14, and slabs $15. Prices are for U.S. domestic shipping only. We'll ship international, and I can't read the rest, but probably you got to go halvesies. But 25 likes. This auction was live about a week ago. During this auction, Facebook.com, 1,781 views. Let me repeat myself. 1,781 views. If you took all of Legends live auctions and add all of the live auctions I've ever done on the Great Legend Show, they're not going to be higher than 1,781 views. This was one auction and over 1,700 people. That is amazing. So, Trilogy, congratulations to you. You've been thinking about this. This has been a dream of yours for a long time, to open up your own private comic book store from the privacy of your own home. And you've brought that private idea that you had in your head, and Heather too, because without your better half, I mean, you're just a dude with no wife, But not that that's a bad thing. I know we got some single dudes out there, not saying nothing, but I mean, like, you learn to depend on the one you love, and with that combo right there, they have put out an amazing thing. And I want to encourage everyone today to check out Trilogy's Comic Corner on Facebook. Facebook.com/TrilogiesCC, okay? So, Trilogy, I got a lot of love for you. And we're going to be opening up the package you sent me. So let me get back on my screen here on the main camera. And let me check the chat again before we open up this package. I want to give a big shout out everyone here still in the chat watching the show. I really appreciate all y'all watching. We do have 13 live viewers right now. We've got to the good part. Got to the good part, man. Tat, he says Tat's been subbed to him. Mr. Gretzky's been subbed to him. And everyone, man, everyone up in the house. Mark, got to give some love. BKR90, wife first. He knows better. He don't want Cat Ren to put on the red Power Ranger mask and go to town, chop sake. But yeah, Trilogy's Comic Corner. So everybody, sub this guy up, because you're not just working with Mr. Trilogy, you're also working with Mrs. Trilogy as well. So let me show you something. We're going to open up this package here. So glad y'all are watching tonight. Tomorrow night, the long-awaited video. You've all been waiting for this one. The Mark. Actually, I'm just going to call it Mark. I'm not going to put the in the front, because I'm the Great Legend. This is just Mark of the Beast. No big deal, right? Mark of the Beast. Doesn't sound scary or anything like that. But the video tomorrow night we're going to see is one of the videos known as Legends Truth. And Legends Truth, if you go to youtube.com/rdowdy95, you go scroll down, you can see Legends Truth playlist. I've got 3 Mandela Effect videos on there. We got my introduction to the Mandela Effect. You got Mandela Effect theories from quantum reality, and you have Mandela Effect head games through mind control. And if you're interested in the Great Legend, telling y'all some truthful things to watch out for, things to look after, you'll tune in tomorrow night. I'm probably going to go live at 9 Central Standard Time. I don't know if that might interrupt some shows, but if you're interested in that, check me out. You can also watch it easily on the rewind as well. All right, the package. Nicely packaged, fans. Check it out. Looks like some kind of pool noodle. I've seen the pool noodle method a lot in the graded books. Pool noodle method is very good. Okay, that's it. We got a nice invoice in here. Everything's legit from Trilogy's Comic Corner. My brother Steven. Excellent deals. Excellent deals. Let me tell you what I got here. I'm going to go ahead and give you the prices because a lot of times I won't tell you the prices, but you can go back in time and get the prices from the show. I got Captain Marvel #1, aka a Shazam #1. It better be Shazam #1 because he put Captain Marvel #1, and I don't want that Kree, but $66, like a near mint copy for $66. Now, I already did have that book, I know, but I'm going to take the better looking of the two and send it off to get graded, and then I'll either keep it or I'll sell it on Legends Live Auction, and I'll start it at $1. Now, that's kind of stupid. I'm really taking a hit there, you know, to buy a book for $66, but to sell it on my auction starting bid at $1. Well, I have faith that it will go to a good home. It's not necessarily about the money. You know, it's not about this. It's about what's in the heart. It's about, you know, getting to a good home, and that person will use their heart to love and cherish that book. Okay. Next up, I got a Tales of the Teen Titans #44 slabbed at a 6.5 grade. Or at least I think that's what I got. So anyway, let's look at what we got in here. Nice. It's in bubble wrap. You can't beat that. Some nice bubble wrap. Some nice pool noodles. You know, and if you're interested in ramen noodles, you can check out The Great Chef Show off of youtube.com/rdowdy95, where the Great Chef hasn't came at you live in about 2 years, but easy egg drop soup is a recipe everyone needs to learn. There we go, man. Woo, look at this, man. Nice shipping, bubble wrap, pool noodle. You can't beat it. You can't beat it with a silver stick. Or shall I say, a cane with a silver wolf head on the back. Wow, there it is. This is so cool. All right, let's look at this one, though, because this one... Let's take a look at this. Yeah, this is a nice book. This is near mint 9.4 for sure. Wow, look at that book right here. Damn, look at this book. This is beautiful, man. I may actually get this clean, pressed, send it to CBCS, because currently, when you clean, when you press, CBCS is the best. However, I still got to send some stuff to Midwest Comic Man because I invested in some of his pressing stuff too. And sometimes when you get pressed from a big company like CBCS, you may get depressed by waiting a long time in line. But anyways, check that beauty out. Look how beautiful that book is. Steven shipped this in Mylar. Freaking Mylar. Got some minor little spine ticks, but regardless, this sucker should come back a 9.4 for sure. Man, this is a beautiful book. One more time. With one magic word, Shazam, the original Captain Marvel. Look how beautiful that book is. $9.4 for sure. I'm thinking possibly 9.6. You get a good clean press on this, probably 9.6. No, I don't know. I don't even know if I'll press. I'll have to look at the other one, but I'm glad to have another one of those in my collection. I'm a huge fan of Shazam. Also, before I show this next book, because it's going to go with my graded books. Or you never know, I might sell it on my own auction. I don't know, man. I may have to hold on to this for a while. This is a cool book, man. Very cool book. Damn. Okay, I'm going to show you this. But I did a video last night, and I did it live, and I want to thank everyone that watched that video last night. Or was it the night before? It may have been the night before. I think it was the night before. And it was my complete graded comic book collection. And I'm sorry, the folks that didn't get to see it, when it did finally finish processing, the audio was all out of sync, and it was unsalvageable. So we're not going to be doing that video again, I'm sorry to say. You're probably going to have to wait till 2018 to see that video come to fruition. But it was the Great Legends. It was called My Graded Comic Book Collection, and it was really a lot of fun. Had a great message about Holy Grails, your Holy Grail in comics. And I will do the Holy Grail portion of that video again, most likely next week, because it has an excellent message at the end of that video on how you ought to go about getting your Holy Grail, and how the Holy Grail is one of the most important things in your comic history, the history you create for yourself in comic book collecting. When you get that Holy Grail, not even when you get the Holy Grail, when you imagine yourself, when you think to yourself that one day, yes, I want to get that Holy Grail comic book. I want to get that Amazing Fantasy 15. I want to get that Golden Age Riddler first appearance. You know, when you get that Fantastic Four #1, you know, or you get that Action Comics #1, or Detective 27, or Batman #1, or, you know, maybe you want to get that House of Secrets, the one with Swamp Thing in there. And sorry, I'm not really good with my numbers right now, but you know what? I'm not even going to talk to you much more about this because I don't want to give it all away, but you can actually get your Holy Grail. All you got to do is set your mind to it and believe in yourself that it can be done, and anything is possible, and you can get that Holy Grail that you desire, okay? Just got to, you know, got to have that passion. You got to share that love. You got to show that love. You got to do all these, like, little things. Got to do the little things. It's like winning an NBA Finals. You got to do the little things. Some people ain't going to score 35, 36 points a game. It's those people that do the dirty work, the rebounds, stuff like that. All right, so without further ado, Tales of Teen Titans 44. It's in the original CBCS bag, too. Look at that. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and take this out real quick. I'm going to take this out of this bag here. Clean, brand new case. Unscathed, no scratches on the case. Teen Titans, Tales of the Teen Titans. Cover art and story by one of the legends, George Perez, and the story by Marv Wolfman. Now, we all know Marv Wolfman did some epic work on the Fantastic Four before he left Marvel to go to DC. And when Marv Wolfman came on the scene to do the story for Teen Titans, a lot of the things that he did in a series called Fantastic Four, he replicated in a way in the Teen Titans. Now, I don't know a lot about the Teen Titans. I do know that Marv Wolfman took, like I said, a lot of the ideas that he did with Fantastic Four, and he put them in the Teen Titans. Like, how do the Teen Titans get along when they're not in costume? That was one thing Marvel did better than anyone else in that Silver Age in the 1960s, in that Marvel Age of comics. And I've done a video about what is the Marvel Age. You can look it up on YouTube and find it. But what is the Marvel Age? Well, it's, you know, the idea of taking the superheroes out of the costumes and spending more time not in the you know, the tights per se, but in your casual, everyday civilian clothes to see what you go through behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? You know how the legend rolls with it, you know, but very awesome, epic stuff, the Marvel Age. So Marv Wolfman, you know, continued all of that stuff that the great Stan Lee and Jack Kirby and all those guys did. And he kind of brought that along with him to DC. And when they did that Teen Titans got pretty big. So they're still big to this day. Let me get some shout outs because I didn't get this guy a shout out earlier when he popped in, but I'm talking one of my favorite gamers that I watch, Rebel Freaking Gaming. One half of, what is that name? One half of the Rebel Gaming and Maverick effing Freelance show. Whatever that show is. They've only done, I think, one episode of it, but Opposites Attract or Lovers in the Sun or I don't know. Anyway, damn good show they used to do. I haven't seen it in a long time. So LP, you and Mav, get back together. I know y'all did a gaming show recently, but get back to that one where y'all did where it was the Opposites Attract. Let me know, LP. All right, next up, OMG Chris is here. OMG, so good to see you. Reaper says, sweet looking book. It is gorgeous, says Cat Wren. Reap Tate, awesome to see. Mr. Gretzky, what's up with you, OMG? Davis Comic Finds, one of the best guys you're ever going to meet. One of the guys that loves to watch Legends live auction. Cat so wants that book. Well, you know what? All right, well, if y'all are watching August 5th, I may slap it in Mylar. I may just slap that sucker in Mylar. And we'll see what happens. Mav and LP, Maverick and LP together are backwards compatible. Man, Lovers Under the Sun, sorry about that. That's messed up. But yeah, those two dudes whipping that ass backwards compatible, where they just shoot the shit, man. Awesome show. Tats up in there talking with Davis. Reaper Tate is in the house. Right now I'd like to got TEA 168, but it's too far out of reach for me now. TEC, he says. Who else we got? Oh, that's a nice book. They didn't think the book would do very well, Wolfman and Prez. You know, that's the thing. You know, you got a couple of guys that, you know, bust onto the scene at DC, and you never know what you're going to get, especially with two guys working together. You know, throwing a Greg Capullo and Scott Snyder together. Okay, I say that, but they've worked years before on the epic American Vampire. I think that was the name of it. Something that they really ought to be known for, yet the mainstream media is going to make them known for. Batman, New 52. Batman, New 52. Okay, right now Trinity wants to slap me upside the head through the camera, but American Vampire, that vampire stuff, that's what put those two guys, that's what made those guys mesh so well. And if you ever get that in an artist and a writer, then you're going to make some cash. You're going to get some green. Yeah, Mr. Gretzky remembers that Marvel Age video. That video was inspired by many of the old school G's in the YouTube comic book community, primarily Hans, Hippie, and Howler, the Triple H of the comic book community. Captain Strangelove, Hippies, Collectibles, and Howler Mouse. That one inspired me to do that video, and I thought that it was a video about the Marvel Age of comics that a lot of the new readers don't know about because they started collecting so late in life. But if they would go back in time, or hell, even go to Wikipedia and read some articles about the things they emphasized the most in that Silver Age stuff. Sure, they had awesome kick-ass battles. I mean, who doesn't love reading Fantastic Four 1960 storylines by Stan Lee? And looking at that artwork that changed the heart and soul of every freaking artist that has ever done a comic book. You know, Jack the King Kirby, Stan the Man Lee. Man, they go together like sugar and tea. That's what I'm talking about. So I want y'all Tat's gonna go eat some dinner, and we're gonna wrap it up as well. We got Jason Smith in the house. Tat, thanks so much for showing up tonight here live, man, on the Great Legend Show. Freaking a lot of fun, man. I really appreciate all 16 of you viewers watching right now, and I want to make sure all 16 of you, if you haven't done so already, please go subscribe to Trilogy's Comic Corner on YouTube. And if you do have Facebook, man, if you don't have Facebook, you're missing out. And I know that Facebook, they've got some artificial intelligence that really can, it's pretty upper echelon of AI. And I know we're going to talk about AI in the coming weeks on Legends Truth. But get on there. You don't have to be friends with anybody. But get on there and join some of these comic book groups like Blast It or Stash It. Join the Key Issue Comics. Join these groups on Facebook, man. They're awesome. And then, go over there to facebook.com/trilogiescc. Make sure you like and follow the page. And make sure you get those alerts on your phone, because sometimes if I'm not next to the computer, you can watch that thing on this one here, man. Let me show you. Let's do this real quick. You can watch the thing on the iPhone. I mean, not Ben Grimm, but you can watch Trilogy's Comic Corner's auction on the phone. You can comment, you can put your bids in. You put in bids in live, and God, you'll save so much money on some freaking epic ebooks. So fans, again, tomorrow night we've got not Mark BKR9. We got Mark of the Beast. Damn, you know what I ought to call it? Mark of the Beast Cometh. How about Mark of the Beast Unleashed? I may call it that. That's got a ring to it. Mark of the Beast Unleashed. Mark of the Beast Unleashed. Yeah. 9 o'clock Central Standard Time tomorrow night. You're not going to want to miss that video. Okay. That is going to be Legends Truth of epic proportions that you're not going to want to miss. Okay. Saturday night, 10 Central Standard Time here on The Great Legends Show, youtube.com/R9095. We're going to be having Big Bear, Whodat Comics, Jason Smith, maybe some more people. We're going to have them here live, and they're going to be selling comic books. Well, from me, look from issue 0 through 30. Green Arrow, Oliver Queen, New 52, a 0 through 30 run. You're going to get issue 0, issue 1. You're going to get the Outsiders War. You're going to, I think Felicity Smoke's first appearance is in there. I don't really know the issue number because, kind of fell off the bandwagon on that one. But, if you're really big into Oliver Queen, you can get 31 books at a low starting bid of $1 free shipping. And like I said, eventually, I'm getting so giddy with these Facebook auctions. Strictly Comics, he does a lot of Facebook auctions, aka Edwin from JLS Comic Show on Tuesday nights. He does some epic auctions. I mean, these Facebook auctions, these may be where the things are going with comic book auctions here on the internet. Now, granted, a lot of you may say, man, Legends Live auction, that old silent auction, that's for the dinosaurs. But you know what? It's something fun, and I really appreciate each and every one of you that do tune into that show. It means a lot to me, Big Bear and Whodat Comics and Movies, that you take the time out of your Saturday night when you could be watching the movies or spending times with your loved ones to be sitting around, huddling by the fire, watching the Great Legend do Legends Live auction. I have nothing but the utter love and the most respect for all of y'all that are my subscribers, and all of those people that watch the Great Legends Show day in and day out, whether it be comics, cooking, gaming, Legends Truth, anything. I really do appreciate that. That comes from the bottom of my heart. No bullshit, no BS, because all of you people are the best. Okay, I love all y'all, each and every one of you. Big shout out to everyone here. Jason Smith, by the way, also says Pops. Could be having some Pops up for sale, but you're going to have to tune in Saturday night for that. And then remember, Friday night, Mark of the Beast Unleashed here on the Great Legends Show live at youtube.com/R9095. Fans, this is the Great Legend saying peace out. God bless.